won't smoke though. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4.
That's it, baby. We gonna work. Here we go. 60 or. Cut.
Throwing on first down. Doyle. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
65. Fair. Safe. Shoot.
Off the play fake. Doyle. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down 10 at the 38-yard line.
Set up. 10 logo. Double dog. That's the way. Ready.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Hard. Check 26. Go. Yes. Check 55 to Mike.
From the gun, Doyle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. On fourth down, Doyle. He gets it to Brown, complete. And will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
No spacing.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Conner. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. On 1st and 10 is Conner, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On second down, Conner looking for space. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
No spacing.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 35.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Watch April Green. Hey, alert. Check.
Roethlisberger will hand to counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
All right, now, 180.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
16. I'm coming 16. You run, baby. I'm in your hand all day, baby. Come on. Whoa. I'm coming, baby. Man left. That 180. Go. Single receiver. Hey. You're on an island over there. Single receiver. Watch 30. Watch tight end. Hey, no, look up. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Here we go, G. Get off the field. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Doyle. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Look at me. Zipper.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Five. Watch tight end. Tight right. Look at me. Go. Big air. Yep. Be ready. 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Doyle. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
Like 20. Come on, boy. One day. Don't be scared.
Right back to cover here on 1st. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. To throw here, Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A big play. There for the Bengals. And even 50 yards on the ground.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here I come again.
From the gun. Doyle. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Down. 8 read. 55 to Mike. Go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
That's another Bengals first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. They shakes him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check. Snickers. Protein spill.
Here's Snell yet again. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Check three, check three, check three. Jack 16. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. To throw on second down. Doyle. And this one's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Cordero Patterson, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He returns the punt 60 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 13. Let's go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A really good pickup at 28 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
No gain on the dump-off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Go.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 9, check 9. Jam, 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 jam. Jam.
Yes. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Doyle looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Boyd. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Zipper. Yep.
They'll run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Easy.
15. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Like 30.
Silver.
Nickers, now spin.
Check. Fresno.
Recon, 132 fighter. Black.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
General West.
Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Show that bench release and go 50, Mike 50. Watch the slats. Watch the slats. These two.
Now it's Roethlisberger. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 31, check 31. Alert. Mike 50. Here we go, D.
X3, 218, chop it.
Six guys, check 6 guys.
Monday.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
30 base. Defense.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Rock it. Go.
Play.
5.
Operating from the gun, Doyle. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Trying to run for it with Snell, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
But it's brought in by Washington. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Easy. Just make these babies cry all the way back. No spacing.
Roethlisberger to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You go connector. You got track right there. Undercut. Jack 16.
Here we go.
59's Mike. Check. 59.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And that'll set them back 5. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more.
Bravo.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Lynch. And the Bengals are going to win this football game. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bengals, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston